Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you're watching from. My name is James Ronald, and welcome to Goal Line Extra YouTube Sports channel. If it's your first time to be on this channel, please remember to subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any sporting stories that will be coming your way through from this channel. Now, Star Time Uganda Premier League is taking interesting phase for the title challengers. Three teams right now vying for the title: BUL FC, KITARA right now on top of the standing, and VIPERS Football Club. All the three teams, either of them will win the title, but the big question is who will win the championship this season. Start time Uganda Premier League 2023-2024 season, with a few games remaining to go. Some teams are left with 5 games, some with 7. I think Vipers is a team that is left with more than 5 games to go to the end of the season, and it's and all these three teams, Vipers, Bull, and KITARA, have to face each other. That is going to be very interesting. Now, this week, Friday 19th, we shall be witnessing KITARA Football Club hosting Vipers, the second leg tie. Remember, the first leg ended in a draw where it was confusion at the end of that game, that match, whereby the I think it was the assistant referee Osire, after messing up. KITARA had scored the equalizer to make it 2-2 in that game, but the liner Osire ruled it out for an offside, which wasn't the case, and as I talk right now, he's still serving his suspension for having not handled that game really quite well. So had that goal stood, then we would be right now talking about KITARA leading the table and stretching the point gap between them and Vipers up to 3 points, because right now KITARA is on top with 44 points, and lying third is Vipers with 42 points. 2 point gap separating the first and the third position. And that was that. It was the first leg. Now here comes the second leg. Going to be very interesting at KITARA backyard. What can they do? But a few days ago, we saw at KITARA, the same KITARA Football Club, knocking out Vipers in the Stanbic Bank Ghana Cup quarterfinal. It was at KITARA backyard, and a good build-up to this game. To me, I think it was a very good build-up to the second leg of Uganda Premier League, which will be on the 19th, Friday. That can paint a picture of what to expect in that game. It's going to be very, very interesting. And surprisingly, I think KITARA surprised everyone. Look, a team just promoted to the top division and is performing to this level. Nobody expected KITARA to perform or to be at this kind of particular position where they are right now. And I think congratulations to KITARA, board members, the coaching team, the coaching staff, and the players, because they've really done so well. Let's say even if KITARA fails to win the league, to me, I think this season alone will be a successful season for them, for KITARA, with the way they're playing and the points they have accumulated already, the position they are right now. To me, it's going to be a successful season. They're already in the Stanbic Ghana Cup semi-final, and who knows, they can go ahead. And right now, I have to say they're in for a double: Stanbic Ghana Cup and the Premier League now. With that Premier League tie in the second leg on the 19th, I think if Vipers is not careful, they might be going for a loss in there, because we have seen KITARA making their backyard, their home ground, a fortress for themselves. We beating teams left, right, center, and Vipers can testify in the Stanbic Bank Uganda Cup quarterfinal. Life was really hard for them. and then knocking them out on penalties. That shows how hard it is to pick points, maximum 3 points, or even a point at Chitara home ground. So with this one now with this one, Chitara smelling the title. Someone could argue that probably Vipers is going to have an edge over Chitara because of they have been in this kind of position for years. Last season, talk about last season, and even yesteryears, Vipers. This is the position where Vipers have been to. They have been in this kind of position. They have experienced players, and they know how to, to control this kind of situation, to come out of it successfully. And here is KITARA, their first year. It is their debut, and it is kind of, I don't know if, how to put this, but they're in the dreamland. Yes, KITARA right now is in dreamland, and yes, a few days ago, one of their experienced player, former Vipers player, Paul Musrezi, was saying for them they're not feeling any pressure at all. But I still think with this now, Chitara getting to be the talk of the country. Everyone is talking about them, probably trying to steal this of Vipers. I'm using the word stealing the title from them, from Vipers, because right now you look at Vipers. And even BUL is in the mix. We're going to talk about BUL in there later. But it looks like Chitara trying to steal the championship, the title, away from Vipers. Factoring all what Vipers have at their own disposal, the players and the pedigree itself for Vipers. And here comes Chitara. Chitara with nothing to lose, and I think they're just enjoying the game. And thanks to even to their coach. The coach is kind of saying, no, our goal is not for the title. Our aim is to make sure we end the season in the top 4. And I think that kind of shake off the pressure from the players and the rest of the team, that we are here for the top 4. Where we are right now, let's just enjoy. I think that is why it's making it very interesting for them to for them to continue picking results and positive results. Vipers must win if they are to be in a full position to start talking about the title. Yes, they're in the talk for the title, but they must win against Chitara at Chitara home ground for them to be in full position to have the lead. Because if they win on Friday, they will go on 45 points, 1 point ahead of Chitara. Chitara will be dropping second. That will also depend on the next BUL game, because if Vipers beat Chitara and BUL wins, that means still BUL will be ahead of Vipers regardless. Okay, they win, Vipers wins, BUL wins, Vipers goes second, and Chitara drops third. That is how interesting the title run in here is. You drop points, you drop position. If Chitara drops points against Vipers on Friday, BULs win, BULs will go top. If both teams drop points, then then Vipers will go on top of the table, and that will make them be in a poor position to be in charge, because the title will be in their hands. It's just like when you talk about the Premier League right now, Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Man City on top of the table, and everyone is saying now it is for Manchester City to lose, because they're in the first position, Arsenal second, and Liverpool third. It's more or less the same. Like the run in Uganda Premier League at the moment, Chitara, BUL, and Vipers. If you ask me, I don't think Chitara is going to lose. But in the build-up of this game, if you look at the way Vipers is behaving through their technical staff, the club CEO, the club leaders now petitioning FOFA regarding the quarterfinals, standing by Uganda Cup against Chitara. They're saying talking about poor opposition and calling for FOFA to look through it. They also came out with a release, a press release, saying they are ready to boycott the game on the 19th, on Friday, if because of citing certain reasons. They're saying even now, when they went for Standing Back Uganda Cup quarterfinal, Chitara Football Club fans were aggressive. They were not welcoming enough. They were very hostile, and they are still threatening that come Friday 19th, it will be, something more than what they had experienced. Vipers is also saying after the end of that game in the Standard Ghana Cup, KITARA fans flooded the pitch, and the safety of their players and their official wasn't guaranteed. And they're also saying that in that game there were only five stewards. Security number, there were only 5, making it hard. If you look at the capacity of the stadium and the number of fans, only 5 security men could not manage such a number of fans in the stadium. So they're threatening. This is something that FOFA can work on, can work on hand in hand with Chitara Football Club. Come ahead of the game coming on the 19th, this Friday. So I think whatever case, Vipers is coming up with, yes, they are valid. But I think this is something that FOFA and Chitara can work on ahead of the game on Friday. Other than them threatening that they're not going to honor that game on Friday. To me, it will look like maybe Vipers is kind of afraid of Chitara. I have to say that because this is something they're raising and can be fixed. It can be worked on ahead of that game. FOFA can work hand in hand with Chitara to make sure that these things that Vipers is bringing on board can be worked on, and on the D-Day, Friday 19th, then we shall not be seeing all what these things that Vipers is bringing on right now, and them threatening for not that they will boycott it. I don't know. Maybe they're even feeling. I think Vipers is feeling the pressure now because this is a team nobody expected them. They're just enjoying their games, and with them remaining 5 matches to go, which we are going to look at, it seems like they might even go ahead and probably get points that can enable them to pick points that can make them win the title. And here come Vipers. They know that it's going to be really hard for them on Friday to win at Chitara backyard, at Chitara home ground. I think that's why all these things is coming up. You see, and let's first go straight and look at the remaining games for Chitara. Now, Chitara will be playing on the 19th Friday. Like I said, they're going to be tussling it out with Vipers. And if they come up with some good result there, if they can avoid to lose, okay, they can avoid to not draw points against Vipers, or even make it beautiful, win it, to consolidate their first position and probably make them be in that full charge of the table. If they can beat Vipers, which I think they can do it with the help of the 12th player, that is the fans. Their fans have been phenomenal, and they're doing incredible job. And so I think with the help of their fans, they can do something against Vipers on Friday. And then that will be on the 19th. Then on Wednesday 24th, they will be playing Express away. Then after that, they come home on the 19th Tuesday. Then they play Mbara City. Then after Mbara City, they play Busoga at home, Busoga United. And then the final game is against Bright Stars away. So 2 away games and 3 home games. This is something that, looking at these fixtures on paper, I would say, looking at the way Chitara is playing at the moment, you'd probably say maybe it is Vipers, but they're playing at home. Maybe it's Vipers, yes, that can cause problem to them. But on paper, 11v11, it is a different story. On the pitch now, it's a different story. Maybe we could see when they're playing Bright Stars away or Express away, can be a different story altogether. And with this kind of running, if you lose points, or you drop 2-3 points, or you lose 2 games consecutively, then you're out of the title race. So this is something that I think KITARA have to avoid. Now, looking at Vipers, they will be playing KITARA on the 19th on the Friday. Then after that, they face Maroons. Maroons is this team. This is one team that is causing problems to all the Premier League clubs. This season, they will be playing Maroons at St. Mary's Stadium. Then on the 1st May will be Wednesday. They'll face BUL. Now, this is what is making interesting. 3 teams vying for the title. They're all going to face each other. Now, Vipers were starting with KITARA away at KITARA home ground. Then again, they will be traveling to BUL and face BUL at BUL's backyard. So I think this is where it's getting to be interesting. Vipers have to play these 2 teams ahead of them away. First, play KITARA away. Then secondly, go and play BULs away. And if anything happens, not to go on their way, like them winning or picking maximum 3 points, then the title is out of their hands. Let's say they lose they drop points against KITARA. Then on 1st May, they go and drop points against BUL. And KITARA picking points needed for them to still consolidate their first position. Then before you know it, even before the end of the season, we'll be talking. We would not now. Vipers will not be in the conversation of who or among the teams going to clinch the title or win the championship this season. So after playing BUL in the 1st, they will be playing Express at home at St. Mary's. Then after that, they play NEC. NEC is a very stubborn team, newly league entrants this season, and they're very stubborn. And they're also still fighting for that fourth position. They're in 5th. NEC sits in the 5th position, 40 points. Only 2 points adrift of Vipers, who are 3rd on 42 points. And then after that, they play Busoga United on the 14th. You look at all these games, and most of their games will be away. Unfortunately for Vipers, most of their games will be like 4 away games, and it is in their hands. First of all, you have a game at hand, and if you win it, then let's say if they win that game at hand, they go on top of the table, okay, and that will make it very interesting. But if does not happen, if it fails to happen, then Vipers is going to be in deep trouble. For BUL's lying 2nd with 43 points, having played 23 games. Now, BUL on Saturday 20th, they will be playing Express at home. Then after that, they face NEC sitting 5th. Then after playing NEC, they play Vipers. Then after playing Vipers on the 1st May, on the 11th May at home, BUL will be facing Gaddafi at home. Then the final game will be against Barra City. So I think yes, they were playing Barra City. 3 home games, 2 away games. Are they winnable? Yes, if you ask me, but very difficult fixtures remaining for BUL. You have Express, you have NEC, you have Vipers, and all these 3 games is not going to be easy for BUL. But they're still in the title race. It now goes down to the tacticians of these respective clubs, the coaches, how they're going to manage players, to handle these players, to shake pressure of these players, to make sure in every game they go in for, they don't have tired legs, because having tired legs start with the mind. When the brain is tired, the brain is telling you, no, you cannot do this, then definitely your legs are going to be heavy. So how are the coaches, these 3 coaches of these respective clubs, going to make their players not to have heavy legs? Okay? It's now down to how to handle these players with the remaining games, because these are the games remaining where you can lose the title or make you win the title, depending on how you manage these remaining games. So let's have a conversation down in the comment section. Who do you think will win the Star Time Uganda Premier League this season? We have Vipers lying 3rd right now with a game at hand on 42 points. That is Vipers having played 22 games. Then that is Vipers on 13 on the third position with 19 goal difference. Then Bull second, having played 23 points. They're on 43 points with goal difference of 13 plus 13. Then Kitara first position, having played 23 points. Having played 23 games, they're on 44 points and the goal difference of 20. And they have a superior goal difference, though only one goal difference ahead of Vipers. Vipers on 19, and then Kitara on 20, positive 20 goals. Then Bull, I think the goal advantage, the goal difference is not favoring them. They're on plus 13, so that means all these teams ties in a draw. And maybe it also comes down to how they're going to be scoring goals in their remaining games. If KITARA can continue with their goal scoring spree, then definitely they will still have advantage in that. If Vipers can start doing something, scoring goals, and it starts on the 19th, Friday, against KITARA, if they can do that. Now, if Vipers beat KITARA, then another big question will be, how can KITARA come out of the defeat? Now, how can they be able to shake off the defeat they would have suffered? That is, if at all Vipers beat them. If they beat them, then definitely that will be a big question and a big ask for the players to shake off the defeat from their mind and again go on the running. But I think this team is just enjoying. Like Paul Musrezi said, yeah, pressure could be right now there because they're in the top of the title, and I think it is down to the technical team, the coach, and Senyondo to do the needful, the rightful thing for them to win the title. But if they don't, I still think it's going to be still a very successful season for KITARA Football Club for what they have done this season, and also I think. I think people should do. I think there should be a documentary on KITARA, on the way they have performed this season. What happened exactly? What did they do to make them achieve, to reach this point? Yes, because what they have achieved, I think no team has ever done this before. Just coming and taking everyone by storm, and you're there, and you're the talk. Everyone's talking about you to win the championship, and I think it has never happened for a good time now, and I think they deserve to run a documentary on how they have done it this season. I think there should be a good example to the rest of the clubs in this country, the way KITARA have brought their fans closer to them and they're working together. You look at the stadium, the gate collection, they're talking about 40 million plus, 30 million plus, 20 million plus. I think this is a good example, a good lesson, and it's a place to learn from. KITARA is now a club where all the clubs in this country have to learn from. And I think even football governing body, they have to look at what are these people doing? What is the unique thing that KITARA is doing and the rest of the clubs in this country are not doing, and also probably now start urging the rest of the clubs to start, try to do these things, because we are seeing these things work with KITARA. So that means the rest of the clubs in this country can still do the same. And if this happens, we will now stop. We will not be talking about clubs struggling to pay their staff, to pay players, and at some point things are not working because of financial difficulties. So I think a documentary should be done on KITARA, and there should be lessons learned. There should be a good lesson picked from this KITARA and the rest of the clubs using it. Thank you so much. My name is James. Thank you for being part of this channel as well. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, remember to subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. If you love this content, please give a thumbs up. Just like it, okay? just like the channel. This is the only way you're going to this is the only way you're going to support me. This is Goal Line Extra. My name is James. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.